This is Davey, I'm Christine, and we're the directors of The Paper Architect.
I'm Davey, this is Christine, and we're the directors of The Paper Architect. A long time ago we had an idea to make a theatre show that opened up like a pop-up book. So we made a very small model of this theatre show, and we used projections to show how it worked. And as we developed it, we started to realise that format was effective in itself, and that's how we started to work with paper and projections.
Yeah. So the first project we did with paper was called The Iceberg, and because it seemed to go down really well and it was very successful, we then got more commissions and we got more interested in the technique, and that's where our paper journey started. But our background has nothing to do with paper. Davey studied theatre and I studied dance. And paper is a coincidence.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that we did use paper for in our studies was reading.
Reading and writing.
And writing. I think for our recent work, because a lot of our work is installation based, actually the difficult part with The Paper Architect was finding an actor, I think, actually, because we had set out how we wanted to make the show, and we auditioned a lot of different actors, and it's very difficult to get somebody who can move things very precisely within the set, and also because actors of John's generation, of an older generation, they tend to project very loudly. So we set up this very small room to audition, and people just shouted at us. And John was the only one who was quiet and had a sensibility. And also, working in theatre, the hard thing is with a show that you've never made before, you don't know how good it's going to be. So you have to pretend all the time that you know what you're doing and it's going to be good, in order to convince the actor that he feels comfortable, I think, and that's quite difficult when you're making new work.
I would always think that the technical aspect of our work is, it's not necessarily tricky, but there's always a lot of fear involved that something goes wrong, or that because paper is kind of living, it reacts to the environment. When it's more humid, it starts to warp a little bit, and because we work on such a small scale with the projection mapping, if the paper warps just a tiny bit, a figure that is projected could all of a sudden look really fat. So there's so much precision that goes into the work, and sometimes it feels a little bit out of control because of the nature of the paper and because of all the technical
problems. I think that's what happens to you is you get stressed out when I just expect there to be problems. Like literally, you know there's going to be problems, so there's no point worrying about it.